Go easy. Go easy. The crisis principle. Lead by not waiting. See, a lot of times we wait to show our appreciation. Why do we wait for crisis to happen in our lives before we tell the people that mean the most to us how much they mean to us? Right? Think about it. We take people for granted every day. We see people every day and we barely give them one of these. Okay? But then something happens, something goes wrong in life, and now we want, have you ever been to a funeral? Raise your hand, have you ever been to a funeral? Why do we wait for funerals to happen before we say all those wonderful things? Why don't we tell those things when that person can actually appreciate them and enjoy them? As less of a leader, if your words and your actions are not in alignment, you are going to lose respect, you are going to lose influence, you're going to lose the loyalty of your team if you are not in alignment with what you are saying. They have to be in alignment. You've got to be you. You've got to be true to yourself. What are you thinking? Yeah, the Roman soldier's like, all right, dude, thanks. I'll take my stuff. What are you thinking if you're a Roman soldier and we get to that marker, okay, and he's like, it's all good, bro, let's go. And I keep walking. Now what's happening to that Roman soldier? What is he thinking? What is he saying to himself? Yeah. Why are you doing this? This is the point. Leaders don't get to, leaders don't have to, they what? They get to. There's a lot of differences. We've got to understand that we're not all the same, and thank God for it. What if all of you guys were like me? No, that would be awesome! Alright, so check this out. The iceberg. When you see an iceberg, you actually only see how much of it? The top 10%, that's all you see. So if you only see 10% of an iceberg, what is below? 90%. Ladies and gentlemen, we are like an iceberg. What you see is only 10%. You see the way we dress, you see the way we carry ourselves, you see the mannerisms that we have. But that's not the whole person. You've got to understand that 90% of everyone that you see is below the waterline. It's the unseen. You need to understand that everyone is a VIP. What do I mean by VIP? That everyone has what? Okay, I like that. Very important person. I always got to think of this. That everyone has different values, different interests, and a different perspective. You can't just sit and wait. If you want to rock that Speedo this summer, you probably should have started back in what? Last summer. You know what I'm saying? For some people like me. Okay? You can't wait. Let's just pretend, if you will, that every day you have $86,400. $86,400 every single day. And whatever you don't use, you don't get to maintain a balance the next day. So, if you have $86,400, I pick a person that I don't know how to say the name, Vivi, what would you do with that money? Would you spend it all? You can't save it till the next day. Would you spend it all? You can't save it till the next day. Would you spend it all? You have $86,400 every single morning when you wake up. Do you spend it all? Yes. You have $86,400 every single day that you wake up. You can't save it for the next day. Would you spend it all? Who would not spend it all? You can't save it. What are you going to do with it? You can't donate it. You got to spend it.
I would spend it easily.
I'm putting on new rules. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close with this. This is like I call this the dash principle. If you go to my dad's gravesite, either one of the two, you're going to see two dates. You're going to see the date that they were born, and you're going to see the date that they died. Those two dates are significant because one represents their birth and one represents their death. But the most significant thing on their gravesite is that dash. The dash in between those two dates is the dash that represents what? Their life. Every single day you have 86,400 seconds in a day. You do not get those seconds back. You cannot maintain. You cannot hold on. You don't know when those seconds are going to be up. What are you going to do with your dash? What is your life going to represent when you're done? What are people going to say about you when you leave your school? What are people going to say when you leave your group? What are people going to say about you when you are no longer here? How are you going to spend those precious seconds that you get every single day? Are you going to make a difference? Are you going to reach out and impact in life? Or are you going to live for yourself? Are you going to say, hey, you know what? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how I'm going to get there. But I do know this, that when I leave, I'm going to make an impact on my world. Or are you going to live entirely for yourself? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you tonight to say, you know what? I'm going to do something with those seconds. I want to make the most of those seconds. Because we don't know when those seconds are going to end. Neither one of my fathers knew. They both left to work the same every day. They left to work thinking that, you know what, I'm going to go put in my time, I'm going to come home. They were not sick, they were not ill, they were not old. They were both 40 years old. You don't know when your seconds are going to end. I want you to say, hey, you know what am I teaching? Who am I teaching? Who am I leading? What impact am I making? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. You guys are outstanding. I appreciate it.